Hello ladies and gentlemen, today is Thursday, March 3rd, 2016, and welcome to Coldborough Park Farm. For the first time I've streamed this. New to the stream, and old to the channel, new to the stream. So let's get going, because the first item on the agenda is to empty the harvester. Now I did do a bit of true off-camera work because I was watching Raw on Monday night and I got really bored because Raw Monday night was terrible. That's the entire reason I got off-camera work happening. So I'm sure people are going to complain that I'm doing everything in cab and all of that kind of stuff, but them's the rules that I'm playing by. There we go. Let's get the harvester ready to go. Never mind, because the trailer's full. So we gotta empty this. Well, in relation to the... Oh! Wonderful, we're right up at the correct side of the field here. So as you can see, I've cleared away the equipment. As it turns out, the manual attach mod does help when equipment falls over. That is a thing I learned. Did I give myself enough space to turn here. Just about. Also, why are the lights on? I don't need the lights on. I think that might have been me leaning on something just before the stream. Or I don't know how the lights turned on. So I'm wearing a jacket today because of reasons. Also because I felt like wearing a jacket. Deal with it. I need to get back down to the field now and empty the harvester again. Because I'm just not going to start off with 61% in the tank. Which you can see, lovely. I've disabled the multi-overlay HUD overlay. Thank you, multi-overlay HUD, for having two. I think it's a multi-overlay HUD, I guess. I've disabled one of those. Just because I kept having to disable glimpse, and I kind of like the way the glimpse works because I've got it set up so that it updates every half second. We are going to need camera 4 for this. Camera 4 is the one, as you can see, on the left hand side of the header. And the cameras are there. I will show you camera 4 in a moment. I'll get out of the harvester and show you where camera 4 actually is. So let's raise that up and I'll show you where the cameras are. Camera 4 is located right there. Camera 5 is over here. Camera 1, I believe, is the rear view. Camera 2 is up there somewhere. What? Camera 3 is within the grain tank. Okay, I was wondering where camera 3 was. So camera 1 is the rear view, camera 2 is pipe view, 4 is left hand side of the header, 5 is right hand side of the header, and 3, if I ever need it, is just to see how full the grain tank is. If I ever decide to turn off all of the HUDs for an episode or two, when I'm doing the story bits. Now this is kind of off-camera grunt work, is probably the best way to put it. And while it might not be the most exciting stuff, it's all stuff that needs to be done. And instead of taking up, you know, a whole bunch of my free time, which Nustin already kind of does, as well as playing other games. Hello Niverage, I have made you a mod. I ninja modded you last night when did I do that? Before we played some Skyforge, I ninja modded you. I realised that YouTube chat was still open. So, might not be the most exciting stuff in the world ever, but it's all stuff that needs to be done, and short of, you know, doing literally nothing but playing Farm Sim, which you know I could do. Short of doing nothing but playing Farm Sim, I decided that this is a good time to do an off-camera stream. Number one, to make sure that I'm adhering to the rules, and I will like say that I did adhere to the rules when I was messing about during Raw on Monday night, just to get a bit of a headland done here, because I always kind of find the first headland is the worst to do. We're 39% full here now, lovely. I think 7 kilometers an hour is about the right speed to get this thing harvesting without it breaking down and jamming the header. Because 10 will jam it, apparently, in this field. And that's something I need to be wary of, is the active load of the header. Now, if you haven't seen the video I did on Coldborough of yesterday, because I had to remember that. If you didn't see the video yesterday, I will say this is not stock Coldborough. This is not the Coldborough Park Farm you can download off of FSUK. This is a personal edit. I've done 2 tiny little modifications to it. The first is I took out one really small shed in the main yard, and the second is that I put in the Seedmaster mod. I guess there's 3 because I did slightly fiddle a shed to take seeds. By the looks of it though, I need to refiddle it because the seed plane is way too high. Looks like it's already full when it's not. That's my bad for not realizing. Yeah, this was one of the first edits I did, so mistakes will happen, or mistakes did happen, and some weird stuff did make it through into this version of that. It is error free, however, which honestly I'm kind of surprised by, and it's not a big enough edit so that people can start asking, oh, will this be released? No, just put the damn Seedmaster in yourself. It's like a 20-minute edit at most. And neighbours is a mod because number one, he's a good friend of mine in real life. We do chill out. We've been chilling out most nights of late, off stream and whatnot. And number two, he's my boss, so it is kind of a good idea to keep on his good side. Until I make enough that I can go into business for myself, and then screw it. Nah, I wouldn't actually do that even. I'm too damn nice. 96, 97. This is a 10,500 litre tank, so let's stop it there. Let's fill it up, why not? Just crawl along until it's full. There we go. Let's just take this back a small bit. There we go. And where is the massy? Ah, lovely. It's just over here. So, if you didn't notice, this is the smallest of the Massies from Bullet Bill's Massey Ferguson pack, and I felt it was only fitting to have the Bullet Bill Massies on the Bullet Bill map. So let's get over there, and I have my cup of coffee because I woke up ridiculously late today, as I have a tendency of doing of late. Is everyone on Twitch? Nobody's on either. Mirage. Nobody is on either, which is... both chats are essentially dead right now. That's what happens at the start of the stream though. Chat is dead because people are either still working or whatever, they're doing their own things. I did see Stu on Steam, so I probably should have messaged him letting him know that I was going live before I set myself as offline on Steam. Hey Josh! Everybody's being very quiet today. Was there a big party last night that I wasn't invited to? Is everybody really hungover and just being really quiet? I wouldn't be surprised, because I never get invited to parties. I rarely do. Which is fine by me, because I am such an introvert at times. I know that completely conflicts with everything I do. I'm an introvert, but I'm a community manager, and YouTuber and streamer, and all of these really extrovert things. I'm all of them. So yeah, I am nothing if not contradictory. You just got back from school. Well, hope you had a good day at school, Josh. Did you learn anything today? Anything amazing? Want to come to your spontaneous party tonight? No, tonight I want to try and fix my damn sleeping pattern because I didn't get to sleep until like 7 this morning. If not a bit later than that. I think I remember checking my phone at one point and it was 7 o'clock. So that's broken. You didn't learn anything. So you didn't learn something like the Boy Scouts of America burn the most American flags in the world per year. Or anything cool like that. Never underestimate the power of random, pointless knowledge. It can win you money on quizzes. Seriously, if you can remember completely random things, then you're probably quite good for quizzes. And I should know. I should know. I am quite good at the whole general knowledge nonsense. Especially with QI, because my knowledge is that pointless. I can watch QI and actually answer the questions correctly. That's how completely thoroughly pointless my knowledge actually is. That's why I love QI, because Stephen Fry. Who shares my birthday? I've got the same birthday as Stephen Fry. It never ceases to make me smile. But most of the stuff that you're taught in school is just taught so that you like pass the exams, and has no bearing on life whatsoever. Unless you go into like a hyper serious career like physicist, when a lot of the higher level maths that you'll learn, I'm saying higher level maths because that's how it's taught in Ireland, is like the advanced maths. The advanced maths is called higher level, and a lot. When am I doing some more on my map? What day is today? Today's Thursday. I'll be doing some more work on Saturday, unless I do a random Twitch stream tonight. Although tonight I'm planning on doing some Nuston work, because I need to fix an entire shed of bales and Nuston. So that's kind of my plan for tonight. Such excitement has never been seen in the world, where I'm going to be spending probably about 3 or 4 hours just tidying Nuston up a bit. And if I can do that at a reasonable hour, I'll possibly go live on Twitch. Which is why I advise you follow both streams, because Twitch tends to get the bonus streams, courtesy of Twitch having a far more lax copyright policy. Do I live in England? No. I live in Ireland. I did live in England for a while though. I lived in Sunderland for... How long did I live over there? 3 years. On and off. I went to university over there. So I have experience of England, Ireland, Scotland I really like, because I had to pass through Scotland on the way. Such was the route we took. It was my house to Belfast, which is like a 5-hour journey non-stop. Then from Belfast it was to Stranraer, which is a few hours on the boat, especially if it was one of the slower ferries. I think they stopped the fast ferry sailing between those two ports. And they actually changed the port as well, so the ferry is like 15 minutes shorter than it used to be. Because the ferry is... The new port, I can't remember for the life of me where it stops now. You live in Derbyshire. Nice! So that's... up near Manchester, if I'm remembering my geography correctly. I am terrible with geography though, so apologies if I'm horribly wrong, and Derbyshire is somewhere 500 miles away. Like in France or something. But I lived in Sunderland for a few years. They were the most chaotic years. I will be honest, I was a bit of a... Oh, I was right, good. The years when I was in college, I went a bit crazy. I got drunk damn near every week and just did everything to excess. Excluding work, which tend to be done like all-nighters. Things that I would advise you avoid. All-nighters like have this reputation of being amazing fun, but if you're just sat in front of a computer screen all night trying to get work done and you're super tired, it's gonna be bad work. Especially if you're desperately trying to get a... Is it only you here? I'm seeing 4 people watching right now, so it's not just you, but you're the only one talking. But going back to what I was saying, trying to stay up all night and get how big was that document? 22-page, 5,000 word document done, with full referencing and full everything. Oh boy, that's something you want to avoid. Should you... That was a mistake. That was one of my biggest mistakes. So I'm keeping the speed low. Guess how old you are. 15, 16, possibly? It's damn near, it's impossible to guess because I got nothing to go off. And don't say 12 because YouTube terms of service say you have to be at least 13, so just be careful there. So you're at least 13. But you're supposed to be at least 13 according to YouTube terms of service. Although the YouTube Kids thing seems to have muddied the waters quite a lot. You're 13. That's good. You're allowed on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and all of them. I happen to know that Twitch does actively ban people who say they're less than... they're under 13. Unless it's blatantly a joke. Twitch do actively ban people who say they're under 13. Like if I was to stream with Facecam and say I'm 10, that's quite clearly false. But you're here as well now. Did you leave? Nivo, did you leave? Such an unsupportive boss. 14th December, well, I guess happy birthday from last year, a bit late. My beard is itchy. I hate my beard gets itchy. I think I need to trim it again. Well, it's actually feeling like it's just kind of stuck at the length it is now, which... If that's true, I'm not going to complain, because I like the length it is. Guess how many subscribers you have? I don't know, Josh. Like 60, 70 maybe? I'm gonna take a safe guess. Less than PewDiePie. Safe guess. Safest of all guesses. Whoa! Don't want to jam the header. Just realised that was getting really close to being jammed. Ooh, retro future. Retro future is this? It sounds like filthy or dirty, whatever it is. Retro future. You have 6. Retro future nasty. I like the retro future. Well, everybody had 6 subscribers. Which channel never had? The one that got hacked, or the ones that you just kind of abandoned? But Josh, everybody on YouTube had at one point or another 6 subscribers. So everybody starts somewhere. Some just get successful super quick, like Dagowin, who kind of just appeared out of nowhere and got 10,000 subs. Oh, that one that you abandoned. Well, I know that number. If I remember correctly, it's something like 2,000. You know, you could get super big, super quick. Or you could flounder for a while and just kind of grow slowly. I'm gonna need camera 5. Here a minute. That was not the best place to start that line. That's gonna cause chaos. It did have 2,000. Well, last time I saw it at 2K, so they've all left. They've all decided you're definitely gone. And to be fair, any videos you do put up now are private and just sent to the people who need to see the videos. So it's not abandoned. It's just used for business use. Just a business account now, because you can't get everybody into your office. That would be far too expensive considering where like everybody lives. You tend to make a comeback, dude. If nothing else, it'll pass time. Because if I remember right, you're on a bit of a loose end until the art guys are done with the stuff they're doing. Actually, come to think of it, I think, are we both waiting on art to finish all their stuff for the game? Being vague enough to hopefully be within... I'd say that's still within NDA, because that's giving away absolutely no information, just that we have art guys. We are, yes. Good! That's awesome. It's not down to the art guys at all, it's down to the amount of stuff that you need to do. There we go. I'm going to fill up the trailer with this, but I don't actually mind all that much because I'm going to go off with camera 4 again, and I'm going to go up to that tree and just cut a bit of a headland around it. Where's the hat? That's my trucking hat. I don't need it today. My hat is over here. It is still here in the room. Coffee and smokes. It's two things that I guess are good. Hello, Seath. I don't know how to pronounce your name, Seathal, so I'm just gonna call you Seathal on Twitch. Thald is the best I can offer you as a pronunciation. I do. I try and pronounce people's names relatively right, but the closest, I could call you Cthulhu if you really wanted it. But I'm not good with bizarre letter combinations. I'm going to do a second headland around this, just to be sure I've got enough space to work. Am I full? Is the harvester full, or I'm not quite sure what question you're asking there. The harvester is not quite full. There's a trailer over on the side of the field that is. I'm just cutting a couple of headlands around this tree, because if memory serves, I did back in the day on YouTube. I did a map spotlight on Coldborough Farm, the original map, which Bullet Bill watched, and I know he watched. And I said, oh, it would be really great if the trees had collisions. So for Coldborough Park Farm, Bullet Bill listened. Have I got Chillington 2015 extended? No, Marson Beast, I do not. You see me? Yes, I know you can see me. Is that Lexion 600, Stu? No, this is the 580. I need to now hop out of this and get over there. It's from the same pack as the 600, those two. I don't have Chillington 2015 extended. I tend to be very picky with maps, Marson, and a lot of the newer maps that are coming out I either just don't like, or there's some reason I don't have them. Plus I just don't play on many maps. Like I'm playing on this map on Nusson Extended and the Big Farm, because I wanted to do a course play heavy map, which that's kind of dying. That's gonna go away. You followed me. Thank you, Cathald. Niveraj, will you stop trying to annoy me with that question? I am working on my own map at the moment as well, which is why I don't play on many. Just for Marson Cathald's benefit, I am streaming live on YouTube as well. So, if you're wondering why I'm talking to people you can't see, it's the YouTube chat. Stu got the cows sorted. You didn't know they walked about? Yeah, they've all got, they all have, well, there's a single nav mesh and the cows kind of wander randomly about in it. That's going to be fun when I'm editing that to Duneske in time. Do I use loads of mods? Yes, Marson, I do. What mods do I have just here in this locality right now? I have multi-overlay HUD, real time, soil mod, real terrain, the Massey Ferguson 5712 from the Massey Ferguson pack by Bullet Bill. That trailer is a Marshall QM11 from the mod contest. Up in the top left, which I'm kind of covering, is Glimpse. The header trailer back there was a mod. This harvester is quite clearly a mod. There's also chopped straw, which is installed on the map. You can't see this, but it takes effects at midnight every night in game. I've got the finance office mod on the go, and that takes away a huge chunk of money at midnight every day, unless I don't make any money, in which case it takes away very little. The hereditary saw is a mod. Pretty much everything I've got on this map currently is a mod. You taking the sheep walkabout too? Yes, and when I get up to them, because I'll be working with the pigs and beef on this map. They do have animations as well. They don't walk about, but they are animated. Hello, Jim Shoe, and hello, Lyle. Chat's picking up on YouTube now, which is nice. Is night? Do I have pigs? No, I don't have anything on this map yet. I officially started it yesterday. On YouTube for a video series. This is kind of off-camera work that I'm doing at the moment. So it's just kind of more chill stream. The thumbnail shouldn't be ATS. I changed the thumbnail. So if you type, and I hope this works, if you type !YouTube, if Nightbot has decided to stay in the chat, which hopefully it has, you can get a link to my YouTube channel. Although I'm guessing, seeing as Nightbot hasn't said a damn thing yet, that Nightbot isn't in chat. So I might have to just pause real quick and check, number one, that Nightbot's in chat, and number two, that my YouTube thumbnail is actually bloody correct. So just bear with me a moment. So I'm gonna change the thumbnail again on YouTube. Uploading thumbnail. I did change the thumbnail, I distinctly remember it now. Thumbnail updated, so it is now definitely the correct thumbnail on YouTube. Nightbot has apparently joined the Twitch channel. Lovely. So Nightbot is on Twitch. That's all very nice. I got a Facebook message here from. Send him that. Jim, it doesn't work on YouTube. It should work on Twitch though, so if I go !YouTube. There we go. The tree in the middle of the field needs chopping down. Can't. That tree is a static object. It has absolutely no bearing on anything. Streaming both YouTube and Twitch, the multitasking is real. Yep, pretty much, Jim. Just gives me twice as much fun times. Twice as many chats to have on screen, and twice as many YouTube or Chrome tabs to have open. I kind of like it though, because I do enjoy Twitch as a platform. Although I don't like the fact that they don't do processing on every stream. They don't do what's it called, transcoding. So basically, everybody watching on Twitch right now is watching it in source definition because Twitch doesn't do transcoding. Whereas you guys over on YouTube can decide to watch in. I think I'm streaming 720p 60, or should be. You can watch in 480p, 360p, or 240p, or if you're on really bad connection, I think 144p is enabled, although I doubt it. I normally only see, like, at least the lowest one is 240 now, even on my phone, so 144 might be on older devices still, but subscribers on Twitch can change the resolution. Do you mean turbo users? Or do you mean followers? Because I've had issues with streams that I follow that I can't change the resolution. Twitch partners do get automatic transcoding though, yes. I think that's what Nevraj was trying to say over on YouTube, is that Twitch partners do get automatic transcoding, they get priority transcoding. Yes, that's what I thought. Twitch partners get automatic transcoding. And then it's essentially random others depending on how many partners are currently streaming. I got a, wow, 7 kilometers an hour is the fastest I can go with this thing. Which is good, I guess. So, I'm trying to watch both chats. Here's true multitasking right now. Watching both chats, trying to keep the harvester going in a reasonably straight line. And I'm watching the active load sensor going. And obviously the capacity of the harvester going up. Or the fill level of the harvester. So, I'm gonna have a headache tonight, and I know it. Because I can already feel it coming on. It's gonna be one of those days for me where I just get one of those phantom, irritating as hell headaches that are close to, but not quite, a migraine. And those can last anywhere between 20 seconds and 4 hours for me. I'm hoping it's a 20-second one. Got coffee still. I still got coffee. Good. As if I'm not already, hyper enough coffee. Yeah. Caffeine, give me caffeine. Just for that extra bit of weird, giddy hyper that I seem to have constantly. I'm not PewDiePie levels of hyper, but I'm just on this weird level where I'm monotonous yet weird. And caffeine definitely doesn't help with that. It really doesn't help with my English, because I do struggle at times to remember words and words. I don't know why I said "and," so I had to come up with a second thing. So of course I came up with the words again. Of course I did. We're 81% full. The beacons automatically turn on at 80%, by the way. If anybody is wondering why they just decided to pop on like that. On a related note, if you're wondering why I just stopped there for a second, I was just ensuring that the straw being dropped out the back was done. So there are two things that definitely needed to do. Whoa! Okay, slow down, dude. What's the rush? So we're going on until about 7 PM, 1900, as you can see on the real time, which is under the in-game time. In-game time is currently 09:55. And real time is currently 16:43 or 4:43 PM GMT. Which is my time zone, because go colonialism, I guess, or something. What did I put music? Oh, harvester's full. How long's it been full? Well, quite a reasonable time. Also, I do like. Can I hop up and show you this? I do like how straw actually accumulates on the header here. Like, when I'm assuming that when I clean this off, because I will be cleaning it off eventually, all the straw will disappear. There's straw back here as well. No, I guess that kind of makes sense. Also, bits of dirt and mud and straw in the wheels, and a bit of dirt, or a bit of dirt, bits of stone and leaves. There's a modified treadle board, which is odd, seeing a modified Giant's tire. Oh well. What's the next field I want to do? Because I'm trying to get the barley done first. Field 3. Also known as 3. Perrystone Hill. I forgot that the fields are actually named instead of just plain numbered here. Genuinely forgot that. Did I forget to... Hang on a second. I just realised that I forgot to change the game on YouTube. God dang it. That would explain why people think it's ATS. Hey Faye, I'm good today. How are you? I don't know if you saw the video yesterday, but Coldborough, if you were around here back in the day, it's I've brought it back. I resurrected my own edit of Coldborough, which was sat on an external hard drive for months, courtesy of my completely forgetting about it. Probably about a year, good lord. I'm only 2 years on YouTube. Like, it'll be, well, just over a year on YouTube, but October this year's like the channel's 2-year anniversary, or second birthday, whatever you want, whatever way you want to phrase that. Oh, I forgot I had drive control on. I use drive control so much I forget that it's a thing. That's all my coffee gone. You can sit in that other mug. Also, I spent so long drinking my coffee that it went cold. So, Marshall Tipper is empty, full. Harvester's empty enough that I can continue to a point. I think 24-25 kilometers an hour is fine going through a field. There we go. I think Coldborough was the map that I first used the G27 on. Thinking about it. Also, this is one of Bullet Bill's Massey's. This is a 5712. The smallest in the pack. You're in town with friends having a few sociable ones. Well, I can't blame you for that, can I? I just can't complain about you actually being sociable instead of being inside watching me crash a truck and just keep crashing the truck. All I did yesterday was just crash. Hey, oops. Oh, you have no idea how like homely Coldborough feels to me. This is like the map that I would consider home. Because I've been like Coldborough and Nuston are my two home maps. Duneske, when it's done, will be my home map because it will be my map and based on, you know, my hometown or the area around here, so it's only fair that it feels like most like home to me. But right now, it's definitely between Coldborough and Nuston, for which is the map I'm most comfortable on. Can I just swing this around in one fast? Oh ho! Was 3 headlands enough? Seriously? Yes. Nice. Hello again, Lyle. Decided to swap over to Twitch, I see. Somebody's enjoying the dual streaming aspects of it other than me, I guess. Watching Coldborough and Woodside was what got you into Farm Sim. Yeah, bizarrely, the comedy videos from Farm Sim 13 were what got me into it. And I kind of started playing as a joke, just to make fun of the game. I pirated FS13 back in the day. I played it as a joke, and then I realised, actually, I really like this game. So I bought it on Steam. Just because, hey, it's... You know, the entire point of pirating at that point was just try before you buy. And I didn't feel right playing the game for hundreds of hours and not actually having bought it. So I bought Farm Sim 13 and played it for... Like, after I bought it, I got over 2,000 hours on the game, almost 3,000. So I can only imagine that the actual number of hours I had in Farm Sim 13 was something close to 4,000. FS15, I haven't quite hit the 2,000 hour mark yet. I do have over 1,000 hours in it though. Just for reference of, you know, how much I actually do play this game and how much of a miracle it is that I haven't actually become burnt out yet. I think I'm playing it just to the point where I'm risking burnout, but so little because I'm not playing it every day of the week anymore, that it's kind of mitigating the risk. I can give you the exact number, 1,000, whoops, accidentally tapped, that broke the rules, technically speaking. I have 1,457 hours on Farm Sim 15. Just in case anybody else thought they were an addict or played a lot of Farm Sim. I wouldn't consider myself to play a lot of Farm Sim, and I've got 1,500 hours. 1,457. So probably sometime next week I'll break the 1,500 hour mark. I would imagine sometime next week. You've 780 hours played since June. Yeah, once you start playing Farm Sim, you just kind of... It quickly becomes your most played game on Steam, regardless of what other games you play. The first week you got Farm Sim, you must have played at least 100 hours, Lyle. Yeah. Did I see a friend request? Yeah, I accepted, Stu. I accepted and then immediately went offline for the stream. I knew it was you, because I had a cheeky look at your profile. I do that when people send me friend requests on Steam. I tend to have a cheeky look at their profile. Just to see if I know them from anywhere, if I recognize the name. Because of all the Steam scam accounts that are going about, I have a cheeky double check to see if they actually play games, if their profile is public. Because if your profile on Steam is private, I'm less likely to accept you as a friend. Just because of all the scammers that just irritate the living daylights out of me. I'm usually online on Steam when I'm not streaming, because I got a couple of friends that I talk to on there. Almost exclusively I talk to them on Steam, despite the fact that I've got them on... That's just the one friend really. I've got him on Steam, Skype and Facebook, and yet we talk the most on Steam. Just one of those weird things. Let me think, what are my most played games on Steam? If Farm Sim 13... Let's have a look, actually. Let's have a quick look at my Steam. Apparently I still had that open. So let's... Oh, this. Let's have a look at my Steam account here. So... this is GameStalker Extreme, by the way. Got this for free because I own GameStalker Extreme. So, Farming Simulator 2013, 2,814 hours. By far my most played game. Farming Sim 15, 1,457, which I believe was 1,458 now. Football Manager 2012 has 233. Formula Truck is and it's got 26 minutes. FF7 has 11 hours. I would imagine ETS2 is quite high. Yeah, 83 hours in ETS2, 75 in F1 2013, 11 F1 2014. Dirt Rally is about 4 hours. City Skylines has 62. Binding of Isaac Rebirth has 53. Binding of Isaac itself has 10. 10? Seriously? Besiege has 55 minutes because I haven't played it much. Bastion has 10 hours. Didn't finish the story on that line, unfortunately. Assetto Corsa has 42 hours. What else is going to be big? Oh, yes. Project Cars. Who's going to have a silly number? You're watching on 144p and you can't read a word. That's why I'm reading it. Do you have an Xbox One? No, I have no consoles. Project Cars has... Wow! That's more hours than I thought. 126 hours in Project Cars. 126. One more and I'll be biting my arm off. Proteus, which I can't remember ever buying. I think this is from a Humble Bundle at some point. Has 2 minutes. R Factor is 77. R Factor 2, which I seem to be having some issues with of late. I need to try and figure them out. Has 4 hours. Because I want to do some R Factor 2 streams. Screwing around with the fake NASCARs on there. Stock Car Extreme has 9 hours. So Stock Car Extreme, as of the 6th of January, if you buy game Stock Car Extreme, you will not get Automobilista, and you will not get any updates. So if you want game Stock Car Extreme, which is based on the Brazilian Stock Car Championship, your best bet is to buy a game called Automobilista. Just see if let's have a look at the store page real quick. This is currently in early access. However, it's based on a very solid game. So you got Stock Car V8, which is, I believe, V8 supercars. Copa Petrobras de Marcas, which is Brazilian Stock Car Championships. Formula 3 Brazil, Mitsubishi Lancer Cup. Oh no, Stock Car V8 is actually the Brazilian Stock Car Championship. So that's the Brazilian core of the game. That's what the game was built around originally. So in Automobilista, you can get rental carts, Formula 1 cars, Rallycross Evo X, super trucks, Formula V, endurance prototypes, a bunch of historical and modern content. This is a game worth buying, Automobilista. It's based on the R Factor 1 engine, but as you can probably see from the video that's playing right now, it's a modified R Factor 1 engine. It is better than R Factor 1. The handling is really nice. You've been waiting to download GTA 5. It took me a week to download GTA 5 the first time. I was so glad they had the preload like a week beforehand. Did I hear Forza is coming out on PC? Yes, I did. I also heard the price point, and at that price point, I'd be an idiot not to get it. because if you didn't know, Forza is releasing a bit of a toned down version, you know, bits of the game cut out and just stuck together for PC, and the Forza PC version, I can't remember the exact name, but has a price point of $0. So Forza will be for free on PC, or at least a kind of a demo cut down version of it. So yeah, Empire Total War, I can tell you exactly how big Empire Total War is. Some news has happened. Do I have Empire Total War on Steam? Yes. Empire Total War is 16.5 gigs. I'm just gonna check what news happened, because it could be something of great importance. Donald Trump. Oh my god, what has Donald Trump done now? Donald Trump has been described as a conman, fake, and misogynist. Lovely. And yes, I am. Yeah, on PS3, GTA 5, I'm guessing. Empire Total War is brilliant. Although I will admit, I am more of a fan of Rome Total War. Back in the day, the only Total War game to literally have its own TV show. And I had BBC back in the day, and oh, what was the name of that TV show that was like historical battles reenacted in Rome Total War, and it was like historians and random people were kind of doing tactics on like this big war map and stuff like that. Can anybody remember the name of that TV show? Because they just plain used Rome Total War. Possibly a modified version of it for some of the battles, but it was Rome Total War, and I can't remember the name of the TV show. You prefer Napoleon? Napoleon is a good game. I just don't like the I don't like the newer Total War games. Like, I started off with Rome, and Rome is where I shall stay. Veni Vidi Vici, as they say in Rome. People in corduroy, everything. That was such a good TV show, because it was like, huh. About 2 days, wow. For me, it'd take less than an hour. I could finish the stream today with Empire Total War if I really wanted to. Hell, I could switch to it in probably half an hour if I really, really wanted to. Because I don't have it downloaded yet. But I don't want to download it because I don't like him. No, Empire Total War is a good game. I lie. Empire's a good game. I just don't like the mechanics of the newer Total War games. I just like the Rome, very basic mechanics but done very well. Although Rome 2 I really like as well. Rome 2 is a good game. Because that kind of almost feels like an expansion on the original Rome. And there is a part of me tempted to do like a Total War stream once a week on Rome Total War, the original. Just ramp everything up to max and do a campaign. Everything but the difficulty up to max, I should say, because I'm terrible at Total War games. If you can find space in my room, yeah, but I don't think you will find space in my room, because I can't find space in my room. What you can't see is for the best, and what you can't see is behind me, off camera and down on the ground. Oh god, Mountain Blade is such a good game. I need to return to that. When I'm done with like Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4, I'm gonna start doing Mountain Blade streams. And I know this for sure because Mountain Blade is such a good game. Just the mechanics are so strong and the gameplay is amazing. Because you feel like you're in Rome Total War, but you're in it. Again, it's simple mechanics done really well. Because like all it is just ordering some units about and then fire and sword. Do I have fire and sword? I'm trying to remember which. I think I've got fire and sword for Mountain Blade. I've got Warband. What was the best game ever made or that I have played? Well, I think the best game ever made is very subjective. Because it depends on what era you're talking about. Because I would say Final Fantasy VII is definitely one of the best games, story-wise, that's ever been made. Because the story of Final Fantasy VII has just this wonderful arc of, you know, Cloud's finding his power, and then there's the middle of the game where you've got the second act really, where it's the Aeris scene, the Sephiroth, and then the third act is kind of trying to get revenge for what happened to Aeris. You know, it's 3 very clean acts, and then. And like it makes complete sense. Overall, that story makes sense. Mechanically, that all depends on what genre you like. I don't think first-person. Generally speaking, I don't think first-person shooters will fit into any list of best games ever made. Just because, or at least no modern ones will, I should say. Because the likes of Doom really just created the genre and were groundbreaking it for the time. You know, Doom, Wolfenstein, they're definitely up there with some of the best games ever made. Half-Life, the Half-Life series so far, Half-Life's 1 and 2, definitely up there because they broke new ground in gameplay. Like Half-Life 2. Have I ever put some... Dude, I've picked stuff up and forgotten where I put it. I have in the past put my glasses on and then started wondering where my glasses were. 16 gig in an hour, you say. Clean your room wall to wall and floor to ceiling. I really should, but I keep forgetting. I've been meaning to tidy my room for the past like 3 weeks. I kid you not. And I just keep forgetting or keep putting it off or something. Something happens that I forget. Hello, Welsh the Gamer. No wonder I have the glasses. I have the glasses because I've got a lazy eye. Well, you always have faster internet than me because you bribe everyone to give you faster internet. You just want to one-up me constantly. Also, is my... I'd never checked last night. Is my right eye like a black eye? Is... I think I've given myself a black eye. I think I gave myself a black eye the other night, because my right eye has been sore for the last 2 days. Hello again, Cthald. Which I'll never probably pronounce correctly. My right eye's been sore for the last 2 days. You saw the mess on my floor when I broke my motherboard. That was a fun time. That was back with my old desk. I got rid of a lot of the stuff that I had in my room that when I made that video. Because when my motherboard bust, I was actually planning just getting ready to get a whole bunch of new furniture in. So, like the motherboard going and me having no computer for like 2 weeks was basically just, like the day that it went, I'm not even kidding, the day that it went, my parents were in Dublin going to IKEA, or IKEA, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And, I rang them and said, okay, my motherboard's just exploded, can you see if you can get a new one? They couldn't, but they went to IKEA and got a whole bunch of new furniture. So I said, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip my room to shreds, do what I can only describe as a nuclear clean out, where I got rid of about half the stuff in my room. How did I get the 3 mirrors working all at once on the Massey? Blind luck. I did nothing different. Did absolutely nothing to the Massey, it's just kind of blind luck. And it is down to Giant's engine, because normally it only renders 2 mirrors. There are so many limitations in Giant's engine that it is hard to believe that it functions at times, but yeah, I didn't do anything special to get the 3 mirrors working, that's just down to blind luck. Just leave the harvester running for now. Hop into the Massey. It's blind luck, because normally Giant's engine limits it to 2. Because that's what happens with the in-game ones. Now these might be running a different script, which is why the 3 might be running for me. But if you watch over time, if you watch carefully, I'm just going to kind of drive in a straight line-ish. They will randomly flicker on and off from time to time, so I could end up with 3, 2, 1 or none. It's got nothing to do with me doing something, it's just Giant's game engine not figuring out that there are 3 mirrors, and Giant's not programming in that 3 mirrors can be a thing. That's why it's really one of the reasons I think Giants need to get a new engine going. Because they could do so much more with the game. You can have out of the tractor and back in again, it's back to 2. Let's see what happens. Let's oh look! I literally turned and one of the mirrors turned off. Now it's back, but the other one's gone. We're down to 2 mirrors now. Let's hop out and back in. Still on 2 mirrors. 1 mirror now. Like I said, it's blind luck. We're back up to 2. We're back up to 3. Do we still have 3 mirrors? We still have 3 mirrors. So yeah, it's not something I'm doing specifically. It's just Giant's engine glitching really hard. So I need to drop that off now, and I'm gonna open up the gate to field 3 real quick. because this is going to be a fun one. Make up your mind game. It's like a lot of people are saying, oh, Giants need to get a new engine because deformable terrain, blah blah blah. Giants need to get a new engine together so the stuff that they're putting in actually works. Like, being completely honest, the mirrors don't work all that well. Albeit in this Massey, Bullet Bill has set up the mirrors so that they are useful, but the Giants' vehicles, the mirrors are damn near useless. Now, we'll be using this grass in this meadow, by the way. Hello, Bob. How are you doing today? What is my favorite tractor IRL in the game? IRL, it is probably a Ford 5000. Just because they look really nice. In game, it kind of has to be one of the New Hollands. I'd say the T6 because it's the most useful of all the tractors in the base game. The T6 that you get with the game is one of the most useful tractors because it's in the most useful power band. I am very good, Bob. Is that relatively straight now? Yep. Good. So here's where you get to have a bit of fun, because I am not very good at lining this up. Let's turn off the mirrors on the TC590 are the worst. They may as well not be there at all. The mirrors on this are quite bad as well, to be honest, because, you know, if you're driving straight forward you can't see the damn things, but I guess in a vehicle this wide you wouldn't want to be able to see the mirrors looking straight forward. Plus there's a reversing camera. I've gonna knock that up. But the in-game harvesters in general, they have terrible mirrors. You love this map so much. I'm completely with you there, Bob. Seriously, if you could see the smile on my face when I realized I still had this map, because this is the version that all of those months ago that I T6 is about 200 horsepower and loader. It is 160 horsepower. It is in that golden power band of somewhere around 150 to 200, and it's got a loader and a nice turning circle. It's got pretty much everything going for it. I am making an absolute hames of this, good lord. Okay. That should be good now. Let's see how we're doing with the... I need to reverse. So just ignore the fact that I'm breaking the in-cab only rule. There we go. Let's drop it down now. Disengage. Engage onto that. So the reason I'm using this header trailer is that it's got the capability of locking the header on like this. Lyle's favourite tractor is the same in real life and in game. What is it then, Lyle? In real life you would have somebody there for me, yes. Although the story I'm going with on this farm is that I'm the only worker for reasons. Just to cover the fact that, you know, I'm doing everything by myself. How am I going to get this to happen now? Because I don't want to drive on the crops. I guess if I'm gonna use courseplay. I guess if I pull in this way and kind of reverse back, I might be able to get the trailer into the right spot. So let's try that. There is a more mod available. Although I think it's on Mod Hoster, not Mod Hub. Oh! So, Lyle Lugs over on Twitch, his favourite tractor is the New Holland T6 160. Because remember, there are different models of the T6. Different engines. All I've succeeded in doing there is reversing it. Okay. So if you've been around on the channel for a long time, you'll know that I did, back when Coldborough Farm released, before it was Coldborough Park Farm, I did a map spotlight of it. And you may or may not know this, but Bullet Bill did watch that. Bullet Bill did see that map spotlight, and he put a comment on the video talking, just letting me know that he'd seen it. In that map spotlight, the Sammy. The Sammy Fortis. That is a good tractor as well, yeah. I just prefer the New Holland because it's got just that bit more weight to it than the Sammy. Bullet Bill saw the original map spotlight of Coldborough Farm. In it I said, oh, it'd be great if the hedges had collisions. I don't know if I put that into his head or if he was going to do it anyway, but I kind of do blame myself for all the problems I'm having on Coldborough, and I've always had on Coldborough. That went well. That went really well. You knew I was... Did you really, Bob? You're gonna go take a break. Alright, Nevo. I'll talk to you later if you don't return during the stream. Beep. Not only did I suggest... What did I suggest to him? I suggested the collidable hedges. I also suggested the collidable trees. And pretty much if you don't like something about Coldborough, I'm probably to blame, because I wanted the... I flat out said I want the map to be hyper realistic. I can move that stuff in a minute. Because I can bring the tractor around the outskirts of this field here. This combine is great, the Lexion 580. Oh, Bullet Bill's gonna do a Let's Play! Awesome! I'm gonna have to watch that. You wish there was a Sammy mod somewhere. Lyle, there is. Bear with me, I'm just gonna get a link for somebody over on Twitch. Sammy. There is a Sammy mod somewhere in here. Gold edition. It's in beta. Oh, has it been taken down? Sammy. I will tell you when I find it. Lyle. Welcome back, Thal. You prefer the 600 track from Apps This Hilly? What's a steer? Or steer, apparently it's pronounced. I kind of like the 580 with the wheels. I swear there was a Sammy mod somewhere. It's hardly in here. I think it might have been taken down, in fact. Oh, it was taken down. What am I doing now? I'm just looking for, just giving Lyle a bit of a helping hand with mods. Vehicles. Tractors. Lyle, here's a link you might be interested in. Gives you all the Sammy and Lamborghini mods. There don't seem to be many Sammys. If the Aragon 375, the really small one from FS13, was your plant withering on. Bob, I'm using soil mod. The plant withering thing doesn't matter because soil mod's gonna wither them anyway. Plus, the rule set I'm using is I can only actually harvest fields that I own. And whoa, the lag! What's going on here? I can only harvest fields that I actually own, which means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, as well as 21, 22, and 31, and the small little that small little field here are all that I'm allowed to actually work on. You don't have soil mod, so you wouldn't know. Soil mod is my go-to mod for just increasing difficulty, I have to admit, because just having soil mod makes maps a lot more difficult. So let's get going on field 3 now. I will have to try and memorize or have a little note near me which tells me the names of the fields. Because I would like to get the names correct. But soil mod, if you're looking for an extra bit of a challenge in Farm Sim, is a really good mod to just jump on straight away. Because it means you're basically spending 4 to 5 days in game. You back soonish, just having your dinner. Fair enough, Bob. I'll be finishing the stream and it's time for my dinner. Whatever that may be today. It was sausage and chips last night, which was nice, but a bit too greasy for my liking. There we go. Just leave that going a straight line for the time being. Or a relatively straight line. When I'm done, get a forklift and try to flip the AI drivers. No, Pop-Tart, I'm not going to do that. Do I know how to convert mods? No, I don't, Lyle. Pop-Tart, I'm trying to play realistically. I'm not trying to be... I'm not one of those people who just goes messing about with the AI. Unless I absolutely need to go messing about with the AI. Speaking of which, I do need to mess about with the AI. I need to edit the behaviour of the road traffic because they're going a bit too slowly. You like the soil on Nuston? I believe Coldborough Park Farm uses the same textures. If memory serves. Of course this goes to a tight corner. You found some good looking mods, but they're for FS11. Wow. Your best bet is to Google how to convert. Do I play a train sim? I own it, but I don't play it. I would play it, except for the fact that you have to buy like $1,000 worth of DLC to get it anyway. Like, I don't like games that are literally just built as DLC hubs, and that's what Train Sim is. Like, I get why it's built in the way that it is. I just disagree with that business practice from anyone at all. Just don't agree with it. You go for dinner back in a minute. All right, Lyle. See you soon. But like, if a game has more than maybe 5 DLCs, and Farm Sim is dangerously close, but it's not like, it's not Train Sim levels of bad. The guys behind Train Sim, I get why they do it, because the game is re-released to everybody every year. Like, it's repackaged annually and given to everybody for free. So I get why they have it as a DLC hub. The disagreement I have is the sheer cost and amount of DLC that they have, because it's like $15,000 worth of DLC. If you want to buy it all. Hello, 1 Foxtrot 01. How are you doing today? I'm doing quite good myself, so I hope you're doing just as well. Twitch is apparently after picking up today. Twitch chat was dead yesterday. Today it's quite active. It's almost as active as the YouTube chat, which is nice. 80% in this harvester. And oh, we're at the far side of the field. It's gonna be a long run down to the tractor. Then I gotta try and figure out how to get out of that field. I think I might just open the gate in field 4 and just drive the tractor out through that, because I don't particularly feel like trying to maneuver around the very edge of the field today. So I'll just open the gate on field 4 temporarily and get it down through there. I need to close the gate on field 6 anyway, so that kind of makes sense because it's on the way. Almost a full headland before this thing's full. I'm gonna call that good performance. Hello, Pedro. How are you today? Whoops. How much of a mess did I make doing that? Not much. That's good. Alright, so let's grab the tractor and just... well, let's open the gate over here in field 4. You're good. That's good to hear. Glad to hear. Let's get this gate open. Oh, it opens that way. Ah. So I'm gonna have fun trying to get the header trailer back out, because that means I'm gonna have to drive, well, reverse into field 4 when I'm done with field 3. High CPU usage detected. I may experience performance issues. Okay, so if I'm having issue is it's my CPU going haywire for some reason. Can I even fit through this gap? Hello Nighthawk, how are you doing today? What am I doing? I am currently getting ready to empty the Lexion harvester in field 3. I'm just doing a bit of maintenance work first, making sure all the gates are closed and whatnot. Alright, up to field 3 we go. Can I get away with... You see I've been busy. Yeah, I got bored during Raw on Monday night and started off in field 6. So that's why field 6 had some headlands done when I was starting off the stream. That was me being bored during Raw and deciding to play some Farm Sim, because Farm Sim was actually a lot more exciting than this week's WWE Raw, which says a lot. It's bad when a simulator is more exciting than sports entertainment. I think they need to start trying to drop the entertainment bit and just get back to doing wrestling. Gotta be honest, sports entertainment isn't working out for professional wrestling. You thought Raw was okay? You're probably the only one that thought it was. Because The Undertaker had a 4-hour entrance to get... just to say 4 seconds of words. Like, it was cool to see The Undertaker, but it was the most pointless spot I've seen in quite a while. It's just, The Undertaker's here tonight and we're gonna hype it for 2 hours. And then he comes out, like, takes 4 hours getting to the ring, and then it's like, the blood of your son is on your hands, or something like that. Well, that's a bloody anticlimax, because he's just said that and naffed off again. And what's even worse is The Undertaker's going on the European... Taker's going on the European tour, which means he's, by the looks of it, not retiring at WrestleMania this year, which he should have been, but presumably because Cena's injured, they couldn't find somebody else to retire him. Welcome back, Lyle. You don't watch wrestling anymore, Nighthawk? Probably for the best. It is terrible. I'm not even gonna bother watching SmackDown this week because I saw the result of the taping. So I don't need to watch SmackDown. Nothing of interest happens on SmackDown. Well, the big talk was that he'd retire this year because it's WrestleMania in Texas. And, you know, Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, is a Texan himself. And all the talk was he was going to retire. Technically, Stu, wrestling is a sport. A sport is any physical activity that involves competing. Whether the competition is real or not is a separate point. But technically speaking, wrestling is a sport. Especially Greco-Roman style or Olympic style. That is like a legit sport. Professional wrestling is a booked sport. It's a fixed sport. It's acting, yeah, but there's like they are legitimately putting themselves in harm's way. Like there's no way you could take, like, the chair shots are, by the way, are Niveraj has reappeared on Twitch under his alt account. Well done. What sports are any physical activities that involve modicum of competition? Whether or not the competition is real is separate from the matter. Because you could say NASCAR isn't a sport because it's fixed as hell. Because Formula 1 isn't a sport because Mercedes are going to win every damn race this year again. You could say tennis isn't a sport because of all the betting scandals. You could say cycling isn't a sport. You think you found your new favourite bale trader, Lyle? Is it one of the ones with that kind of cheaty auto stack script? Because I don't like those. And Niveraj is playing Skyforge. Of course he is. Hardcore MMO gamer. He's playing Necrodancer on Skyforge. I keep calling it Necrodancer. Tennis is awesome, but it's fixed as hell now. Courtesy of all the betting scandals that have come out. It's apparently been fixed as hell for a while. You can't stack Sotendi. You can stack. Everyone can stack. It just boils down to patience, Lyle. Because what I'll be doing once I got all the fields harvested is I'll be renting a baler and bale trailer, and I'll be manually stacking bales. Badminton or tennis? Badminton I really like. I'm quite good at badminton. Which is odd because I'm terrible at tennis. I'm good at badminton, and badminton strikes me as requiring more skill than tennis. Though I could be wrong. Some woman called Eva. You love badminton. I like watching it in like the Olympics and stuff because the stuff they do at top level badminton is insane. I don't know how they can even see the shuttlecock with the speeds they manage to get that thing moving at. You need a high roof. Why would you bail this entire map, Pedro? Eva Marie, you used to know Eva Marie? I think she retired like a couple of years ago. I thought she retired. You love playing this game, Outer Pie. I think everybody who watches Farm Sim loves playing it. Except people who turn up just to troll. In school you keep hitting the roof. The trick, Lyle, is to do, and I've done this a few times, is to get to the point where you can do overhead backwards shots and confuse everybody. Because it is really tough to figure out what way you need to hit it backwards over your own head, or like hit it up from between your legs, and I can do both of them. And of course then you gotta work on waiting shots and that sort of stuff. Stu only went there for the pictures. I think that's why most people liked Eva Marie. Because she's still used in promos, isn't she? She was used a lot during the Fastlane promos. Because she's a good-looking female. Which doesn't help the whole Divas Revolution nonsense the WWE are trying to push so heavily. Like, women's wrestling is a serious thing. Here's a picture of a lovely woman. And for WrestleMania this year, not only will we have the Divas Championship match, which is going to be a triple threat because they've gone for, or should I say they will go for on SmackDown this week, or did go for during the taping. So SmackDown this week, the number one contenders match for the Divas Championship. Dusty finish yet again. So on Monday night it was the double pin Dusty finish. On SmackDown this week it is the heel runs in and starts beating both up Dusty finish. So we're on to a new no contest. And I was like, okay, you can do the Dusty finish once, but they did the double pin in NXT a couple of weeks ago apparently. And they decided that it would be a really good business decision to do 2 Dusty finishes in a week in the main roster, involving the same wrestlers. No, that's just bad storytelling. Like, I get that they're trying to build tension and say, oh, who will it be? Because they're going to have another match on Raw next week probably, and you know, they'll have the who will it be nonsense, and it's just like, well, it's clearly going to be triple threat. That's why you're going for the Dusty finishes. Everybody knows it's going to be triple threat. Yeah, everybody knows it's triple threat. WD, the creative team at WWE are so predictable. Like Roadblock, the pre-WrestleMania pay-per-view that WWE has invented for the network. Triple H against Dean Ambrose for the title. Well, it's going to be Triple H, and he's going to beat the living daylights out of Dean Ambrose to get some cheap heat. Because they want Triple H to have heel heat going into WrestleMania so that Roman Reigns doesn't get booed when he wins the title. Because of course he's going to win the title. I mean, this music that's playing right now pretty much sums up WWE creative. Do I call soccer football or soccer? It depends on what mood I'm in, Lyle. Because here we have Gaelic football, which is alternatively called football or just plain Gaelic. And we call football soccer and football, depending on our mood. We know which one we're talking about. Even if we just say, oh, did you see the football match last night? There's been 2 matches on. If Reigns wins at WrestleMania, it'll be too predictable. Pedro, be honest, can you see any other outcome other than Reigns winning? Like calling an audible and inserting Ambrose into the match, as well as Lesnar, having it a fatal 4-way for the title. That'd be cool, but again, they'd probably want Reigns. They'd probably want Reigns to win because reasons. Up north, everyone calls it football. Yeah. Well, you see, here we got two different kinds of football. It's not just association football. We've got Gaelic football as well, which is like association football if it had a bastard child with rugby. Essentially, I think that's the best way of describing Gaelic football. He is the new face of WWE. But of course, the issue is that everybody loves Ambrose, and Ambrose is hard to hate. US football is called American football, yeah. And then you got the Australian football, which is called Aussie Rules and all that kind of stuff. But I would love to see creative putting in a swerve where somehow AJ Styles gets the title at WrestleMania. That would be just the best swerve. Like, it'd be Daniel Bryan levels of what the hell just happened. You don't think he should get title shots so soon after coming into WWE? The issue isn't that he's new to WWE, Pedro. It's that he's so new to wrestling in general. He is an American footballer. He was. He used to play American football. And much like Goldberg, he was brought into wrestling because, oh, the big muscle man! Who was actually quite small, but somebody who was well known for a different sport. And they want to make him kind of scary, so they made him Samoan, and they got the whole Rock's cousin going on, which he's actually not. He's cousins with the Usos. The rain at 4 was bad, but it was Ireland, so I don't think it was raining here about 4 o'clock today. It was raining here the other night. Camera is not connected. What? There we go. But Roman Reigns is still training as a wrestler. He shouldn't be anywhere near the main event scene right now. It should actually be Ambrose, because he's been working his ass off for months. And I think Creative are trying to pull a second Daniel Bryan story with Ambrose having him so close to the title so much. Is they're either trying for the whole the Yes movement all over again with Ambrose, or they're building for a heel turn. They're the only two outcomes I can see with Ambrose right now. Is a Yes movement version 2 for Insanity, or Dean Ambrose heel turn. Which I think he'd be a great heel. I think Ambrose would be a great heel. You'd like to see Ryback up there fighting for? I don't know. I kind of think Ryback's upper mid-card at best. Like, it'd be great if he was fighting for the IC Championship or something like that. I think the US Championship should be the kind of a cruiserweight division. It really should, because like, Kalisto's not going to win the heavyweight championship. Kalisto's not going to win the WWE title. You love Sammy, we just spend most time with lassies. That's odd. Hello again, Josh. Welcome back. We're talking about pro wrestling, if you didn't notice. Ambrose was amazing with the Shield, yeah. But that was before he picked up the whole Lunatic Fringe gimmick. Which was his which, to be fair, was his gimmick back in CZW, so he's been using the same gimmick his entire career. And I think it's just such a good gimmick for a heel is the Lunatic, because they can really ramp up the insanity of things he does. It's like he'll get himself disqualified by putting himself through a table or something like that. Because Ambrose is cut from a similar cloth from Mick Foley. Ambrose is from the same cloth as Mick Foley through and through. Like, he will put his body on the line if the storyline requires it, and then he'll do stuff that the storyline doesn't require, just to kind of show that he can. Is Paige still a wrestler? Yes, she is. She is still a diva, yeah. She's not been on Raw much lately. She's kind of disappeared at the back. She's kind of disappeared from the scene. Only happened 2 years ago. I spent most time with Sammy. Or you used to spend most of the time with Sammy. Hello again, Bob. Welcome back. I've completely forgotten to run ads today, haven't I? Oh well, guess you get an ad-free stream on YouTube. Now I'm gonna run an ad on YouTube real quick, just so that I can say that I ran an ad today, for my own sake. Just play an ad and get the chats back open. I don't know what's going on downstairs, but there's a lot of very loud talking. Tired. Didn't sleep well last night, and it's kind of coming back to bite me today. What do I want to... I'm just checking my emails, by the way. I'm really glad that the return to Coldborough has been so positively accepted by everybody. The reaction's been nothing but positive. I'm actually going to run a second ad just to kind of catch up. I'm really happy to see such a positive reception for it, because it is my favourite map for Farm Sim, and it kind of feels like a home away from home for me. It's just nice to see people saying, hey, it's great to see this map back, or great to see me on this map, or whatever. Really, really just affirms my decision to return to it. And with Coldborough returning, the videos will have a storyline. These streams are just off-camera work, basically. It is the best map for FS15 Pedro, and the like 3 edits I did to it, putting in soil mod, because if memory serves, Coldborough doesn't have soil mod normally. Putting in the seed master and getting rid of one small shed just to fit the seed master in and give myself space to turn into the seed master. That best decisions I've made, because this map just needed those tiny tweaks, in my opinion. And if a map only needs tiny tweaks, in my opinion, well, I'm such a perfectionist. You have a problem. Oh god, what's the problem, Nebo? Or UE? This is Arigan. It was one of the first. What? Hello, the big pig bros. That's an interesting name, I will admit. You should add soil mod, yes. Make sure that you get rid of Better, you need to get rid of if you do put soil mod in. There's a strange advert. What ad did you get to? I know YouTube has some odd ones. If you're putting soil mod into your edit of Coldborough Pedro, get rid of the Duneske mod. You need to get rid of all references to that, otherwise the map will break. Original? Is what you're trying to say, Lyle? The cap reset on Skyforge yesterday and you're now capped. How did you cap in 24 hours, dude? Vernon Kane, some rugby players messing about with the family fortunes. I want to see that ad now! But yeah, Pedro, just... That's the only thing you need to be careful of if you're editing soil mod into Coldborough, or most maps, is just make sure that any references to Duneske is got rid of. Your spelling is so good, yeah. This is the Coldborough Park version of the map. I think I'm using V1.2. Is what the edit's based off. But soil mod on Coldborough just adds a new dimension, especially when it's Coldborough Park, which is the more realistic version of the two Coldboroughs. Did we earn a lot? Well, you earned a lot because you got to change all your rewards. I've got tons of stuff that I don't need. Because I was brought up to your level, I got a ton of stuff that I just had to destroy. Because I just don't have enough prestige to use it. So I'm going to do a little tour of the edits I made. As you can see here. This is the one I'm... Oh no. Oh dear. I might re-edit the map just to get rid of that silliness. What I did was, there was a shed there, I think. I got rid of that. And I put in the Seedmaster into this shed here. Somewhat flush with the door. And as you can see, I moved the armor over there. Seedmaster is fully functional, just not using it yet. Over here, took the doors off this shed and put a seed plane in, which is probably too high. That I can edit that down fairly easily. That's just for storage, and that's literally all the edits I made. Other than putting slime on it. I think the Seedmaster just plain fits in there. It's the most logical position on the map without doing major edits. I mean, I could have put it in down there, but it's kind of out of the way. That's a better position for storage. So up here kind of makes the most sense, because it's central. And it's like so very close to flush with that wall. But this is the first map I properly edited. And it's not a perfect edit. It's error-free, which is nice. So it's a better edit than I did to Nuston. There's no problems with it. It's just, it could have been neater. And with the Seedmaster, it's just like, where is the most logical place you would put a Seedmaster if that were, number one, if that were a real thing, and number two, if you were to get one yourself? Well, the most obvious place is somewhere reasonably central that you can get to fairly easily. You'd probably have to remove some building somewhere, but it you know, you put it somewhere central-ish on the farm that you can get to easily, especially if it's an arable farm. So, like, that just plain made sense to me. And I could, if I really wanted, get rid of the storage altogether and really quickly edit the actual bunker itself to take seeds. The silos. That's like a 30-second edit, I believe. If Spring Hill was not private. There are non-private versions of Spring Hill around. They're all unofficial conversions of Spring Hill, but they are floating about on less than legitimate sites if you really want to use it. You got rid of the storage shed. I like the storage shed. They're kind of irritating if you want to try and use the shovel to get stuff out, but I kind of like the way that it's put together. It's a believable farm. Like, I know it's based on a real farm, so it should be really believable, but like, even within Farm Sim, where everything is makes sense. Which is more than could be said about quite a few maps. What is the best site for FS15 mods? FSUK is the best. It's not the most populated, but that kind of, and I know I complain about it a lot because there are issues with the testing teams, but FSUK is by far the best source of FS15 mods. Second best is probably Giant's Mod Hub. And then you'll be going to Mod Hoster after that. They're the only... But you could also go to marhu.net. That's Marhu's website. Vertex Design has a trustworthy website. And after that you're kind of... It's a random crapshoot of am I going to get a virus or not from this website. Because being completely blunt, a lot of websites for Farm Sim are just stolen mods. The worst culprit is modhub.us. That is a site that I personally avoid like the plague. Because that is just stolen mods. Nothing but stolen mods. FSUK is okay for bad downloads. For bad download speeds, they have uncapped downloads. So, like, I can download a mod of FSUK in literally a second. Less. Like, almost instantaneously I can get tractor mods down. So, like, or if you mean, like, there's no viruses, all uploads to FSUK do run through virus scanners. You don't want no bad downloads of virus. Yeah, FSUK, they do check for viruses and whatnot. It might give a false positive on some antiviruses, but FSUK do screen all of the mods that are uploaded for viruses. So, like, if there's a flag that, oh, this contains a bad element, or, you know, this is potentially Trojan or whatever, that's actually not quite true. What normally happens is you get a decompression bug, or decompression bomb, where the zip file is so well done that if you unzip it, it is like 20 or 30 times larger than it actually is when it's zipped. That's the only time it'll flag on an antivirus is decompression bombs. Or it should. And anything else is just a false positive. FSUK is the most trustworthy site for Farm Sim mods. Followed closely by Giant's Mod Hub. Marhu.net have some good mods there. They're really good for map makers. Because they, like, all of the scripts you see on most maps are from Marhu and that website. Which is why I just say, occasionally when I'm looking at a new map, oh, here's somebody who's been to Marhu's website for the first time. Because it's maps, like, you can see it, because there's a seed master in one corner, a beat master, all of the Marhu scripts are running at once. I was like, there's somebody who's been to Marhu's website and liked what they saw. They couldn't decide what they wanted, so they just got one of everything. Just for funsies, I'm gonna mod Pedro, because he's somebody I trust. Pedro, you're now moderator, well done. Do you know if there are any wrappers out the back that tips the bales on the side? So, what you're looking for is... I'm just going to bring it up here. You're looking for a wrapper without this little segment on the back here. Is that... Am I correct in asking that? In saying that, Lyle? Because, if I go over to my mods... into baling technology, let's have a look at what I got. This is a square bale I'll be using from now on, by the way, Chrome Big Pack 1290. Because I've been assured this works properly. Let's see. The Krone Ultima CF 155XC has a wrapper that doesn't tip the round bales on the side. Well, still, you're just here a lot, so... And, like, the incident that was happening yesterday, I kind of needed somebody that was here a lot in chat. That I figured would show up in most streams and hopefully not screw things up too much. So you'd be looking at the Chrono Ultima if you want a baler wrapper without the thing on the back. Either the Fusions, they're essentially the same model. And then you've got the Tanko Auto Wrap, that's just the wrapper that doesn't... and it doesn't flip it. So that's about all there is there that I know of. The ones that I've used and don't have too many issues. The Chrono Ultima is super duper heavy. BM modding went a bit over the top with the weight of that thing. There's a similar-ish issue with the Fusions, but they're kind of on the lighter side of things. You just want a wrapper. Lyle, well, if you just want a wrapper, then I would say you can't really go too wrong with the Tanko Auto Wrap 1510, which is available if you follow that link there to the Google Doc. Is my entire mod list, and you can find the Tanko Auto Wrap in there. I'm intentionally kind of trying to fill my YouTube chat with mods when it's just the regulars that are in here, or in there, because I've got an idiot unless proven otherwise kind of method of thinking. Just from experience, is that everybody's an idiot unless they can prove they're not. Stu and Pedro have kind of proven they're not. Hello, Nordrhein TV Play. You've got a verified account. You've got 1,000 followers on Google+. Just downloaded the Kiravats K700A. Looks like a beast. That thing is a beast. That has always been a beast. That was one of the best mods for FS13. There are only 105 mods on that mod list. Why are there only 100? Oh, because I got some. Yeah, there's 105 mods listed, but there's actually closer to 200 in game, because a lot of the mods that are listed on it are packs. So, like, if I go into my mods, tractors is quite full. Does it depend on Google Plus followers? Yes. I actually looked it up. The verified tick comes when you got, I think it's 1,000 Google Plus followers and like fit 3 or 4 other criteria. Like 2945. Oh no, never mind. But like a lot of the stuff they have is mod packs. So the mod list looks like I've got only 105 mods. The real number is closer to 200. Possibly as high as 300. I pride myself in trying to know all the system's various sites, so I do have to know that YouTube's verification is based on Google+, because of course Google want to push Google+, because otherwise it wouldn't have anybody on it. Twitter's is just random as hell. Which is a real shame, because there's a lot of people on Twitter that need to be verified that aren't. Or should be verified that aren't, I should say. What is my favourite movie? Deadpool. just because of the one I've seen most recently. Also, it's the... You don't have that many followers. I can't remember the exact criteria, but there are specific criteria, and Google Plus is involved in it for the YouTube verification tick. Mind you, YouTube could have just seen North Rhine TV and thought you were a legitimate TV station. Fast and Furious 5. I'm not a Fast and Furious fan. They use ridiculous movie physics in those films. Let's get this thing in tipped out again. There we go. You know, today's the first time I've actually known somebody to see an ad during my stream. That's an odd one. My favourite car. Favorite normal car, like affordable cars, probably the Ford Fiesta. Favorite car overall, my favorite road legal car, I should say, is probably the Bugatti Veyron or Pagani Huayra. My favorite car ever in any category is probably the Jordan 191 Formula 1 car. Just because that thing was damn beautiful. Kelly's Heroes, best movie ever. I could have gone for War of the Buttons as well, because I've got a couple of cousins who are actually in that movie. 1970 Dodge Charger. That's a good car as well, I must admit. But I'm kind of a modern car fan. Like to be honest, if I wanted to go for favourite car in all of history, it has to be the Mercedes-Benz, or the very first one has to be my favourite car, because that's what started it all off. You know, if there was no first, there would be no second, no third, and no fourth. You'll never get one because Ireland. I know somebody's got a 67 Mustang. That said, he's a millionaire. Well, my dad knows, you know, his family friend who owns a 67 Mustang, but he is a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. I believe he's retired now because he sold his business. So he's probably worth. Everybody's just talking about movies now. I know my mother's favorite car is the original Mini, the proper Mini. You wouldn't mind a Mustang. Mustang is quite good as a car. I don't think I've ever seen Oddball or Kelly's Heroes. I guess. I'm guessing Oddball is in Kelly's Heroes. I should say I'm not a big movie buff, so like one of my favorite movies list includes The Room, which is a terrible movie that is quite literally regarded as the worst one ever. Tommy Wiseau, etc. So my movie likes and dislikes are a bit weird. I also like Samurai Zombie. That's a really good Japanese movie. The Hippie Tank Driver. I like the sound of Oddball. But if you ever get a chance to something for a Tiger, I think. Well, yeah, he would. Tiger tanks are just better than Germans. I think any tank driver, any tank commander would prefer a Tiger over a Sherman. Tiger's a better, yeah, better armaments, better armor, better reinforcements. Because the Sherman was just essentially built relatively cheaply so they get lots of tanks on the field. The Tiger and the Panzer I were built to get very few tanks on the field that had the engine was crap, yeah, but they had to cost somewhere, I guess. But if you're driving a tank, you want you want more armor and more gun. So, of course, the Sherman commander is going to go with the Tiger. And Lyle blames his liking muscle cars and Fast and Furious. I thought the first two were okay, first two Fast and Furious movies, and then they just got progressively more silly after that. What's that Stallone movie where he says "Don't push me"? Isn't that literally any Stallone movie where he just kind of mumbles some words that sound vaguely like "Don't push me"? I guess it's one of the Rockies though. I think I need to change the cartomizer on my EC. Starting to get a bit of burnt taste off it. Fast and Loud is good actually. That's a bit too redneck for my liking, but it is a good show in its own right. I think the personalities are what makes Fast and Loud and not the actual car bits, because they kind of... They completely ignore the car bits in Fast and Loud. It's all about the personalities. Which is kind of why I don't like it too much, is they don't show the technical aspects. More of a Wheeler Dealers fan. Do I have Sky? There is Sky installed downstairs, but it is absolute basic package. So I don't get the likes of Discovery or History or anything like that anymore. We used to have a lot more channels, but due to a change in circumstance we had to downgrade to... Well, we chose to downgrade, we didn't have to. We chose to downgrade to the basic package. Because we didn't need a lot of the channels. Need or want a lot of the channels that we did have. But there was a change in circumstance in early December that meant that our Sky subscription that we had would be cancelled. So we needed a new one, and we decided on the basic package because it would cost the least. We got some HD channels at least, so my mother can watch her EastEnders in HD if she really wants, which she does. Also, it's like RT1 and 2 are both HD by default, so I was like, yeah, we'll watch everything in HD now, I guess. Have I ever seen MASH? No! It's one of those shows that I really should watch, but I just haven't. What does it stand for? Mobile Army something or other hospital. I can't remember what the S stands for. You banned yourself from EastEnders, so depressing. But Stu, there's an amazing storyline on right now where a gay guy is like engaged to a girl who's faking a pregnancy so that he'll stay with her, and now they both have chlamydia. I mean, how is that depressing? On Freeview, it's channel 61. I don't have Freeview. I live in Ireland, Lyle. So there's no Freeview, it's Sairview here, and there's like 6 channels. And Stu, I wish I was joking about that EastEnders storyline. I really do wish that was a joke. Exactly your point verified. Yeah, pretty much. Apparently they got a big storyline going for Mother's Day as well. And it's... the ad they've got going is it's ripping an entire family apart. So it's going to be an unforgettable Mother's Day in EastEnders. And don't forget the annual New Year's and Christmas deaths. Because they're a thing in EastEnders, just to keep up the cheer. How anybody watches that is beyond you. Well, Pedro, the way I see it is if you watch EastEnders, your life is clearly better than the lives of everybody in that soap. So it's a feel-good kind of thing. That, well, at least I'm... you know, at least my significant other isn't faking a pregnancy so that I'll stay with them instead of breaking up with them and going off with the person they really love. You only watch Emmerdale for Roxy Shahidi. Is... oh, is she the unusually good-looking lady from the Indian subcontinent? I'm trying to be as politically correct as I can be. Did I see the episode where the boy nearly drowned his mother? Which one? Which time was that? Lyle, because it seems like every 6 months somebody's trying to drown somebody else in EastEnders. Which I don't really watch by choice. It's just on when I'm having my dinner. Layla Harding. Again, I don't follow soaps all that much. They're just kind of on in the background, and I absorb some stuff from them, unfortunately. But I think the funniest thing is, like, soap operas are supposed to reflect real life, and they're just getting so much farther and farther away from reality that it's comical. There's a really good one in Ireland at the moment. It's the only one that I genuinely think is well written, and that is called Red Rock. The Indian chick with... yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. EastEnders is the one based in London, yeah. But Red Rock is an Irish soap based in a fictional town near Dublin. Because of course it's based in somewhere near Dublin, because everything in Ireland is based in Dublin, obviously. And it's like the entire storyline, all of the storylines revolve around the police, the Gardaí, and it's just so well written because, like, the acting is alright. They're not terrible actors, especially considering they're in soaps, they're not particularly bad. The casting seems pretty good as well. But it's the writing that really shines out because, like, they can throw swerves in and it's just like one episode this dude's alive, and the next episode he's been killed, despite everything pointing towards somebody else is gonna get killed. And that's what happened around Christmas, was one character, like, all the storyline was building up towards him getting killed. And then at Christmas they just threw in this massive swerve and somebody else got shot. I think it was stabbed and killed instead. Which I think is what soaps need to do a bit more often, is just have these massive swerves where it's like, oh, this is clearly what's going to happen, this is clearly what's going to happen, this is clearly what's going to happen, and then suddenly, what the hell just happened? I need to swim to camera 5 again. What nickname do I call the Gardaí? I call them the Gardaí. Or the cops. Because in my experience, they're pretty nice guys. My experience with the Gardaí has been nothing but positive. Because, I mean, if you stay on their good side and you're kind of chilling out with off duty or semi on duty Gardaí, and yeah, you can get up some real hijinks with them, such as the harassers with guns. Two words, red. What about a red wedding? Oh yeah, Game of Thrones. That is really well written as well. But like this is a true story, by the way. I was helping the Gardaí and helping the Gardaí out with an old age folks party that happens in town around Christmas every year. And it's run between the Gardaí, who are the main people who arrange it for PR purposes, and then there's the local scouts send a contingent, and the local secondary school send a contingent, and it's 4 or 5 hours long. It's a dinner and some music and a couple of party games, I guess, and stuff like that. And I was helping out with it one year, working it is the best way to describe it. And towards the end of the night, everything was kind of cooling off. This was after the Gardaí had decided to start stealing soup for us, because we were like 16, 17. Here are the Gardaí going into the kitchen of the hotel and just stealing soup and giving it to us. Because everybody had been served, but the Gardaí just started going into the kitchen, taking soup and giving it to us. And as the night was kind of winding down towards the end, 2 or 3 of us went over to like a gang of guards and said, "Hey, can we have a ride in the squad car?" And instead of being told like the flat out, "No, you can't, it's against health and safety" or whatever kind of rule, it was like, "Well, we gotta finish getting this bus loaded. Wait there for about 10 minutes." About 10 minutes later, the guard comes back to us and just says, "Okay, you ready now?" Loads us all into the squad car, drives out the road at 100 miles an hour with the lights on. Like that's how to get like the public on side, is just have a bit of fun and show you're more than capable of just having a bit of a mess around and kind of ignoring some certain health and safety rules, like speed limits. But because it's a guard, he can get away with it. "100 miles an hour is scary." It's not scary. 100 miles an hour is like fast, but it's not overly fast. I kind of think it should theoretically be the speed limit on a motorway. Because believe it or not, the faster you're driving, the more careful you drive. So the higher the speed limit, the safer the driving actually is. And that's 120 kph, which is about 75 miles an hour. 160 I can believe is scary, yes. But 100 not so much, because like the speed limit on a motorway is 70. You just add in 30, which is kind of a crawl. You're not really going super fast. Realistically, anything over 150 is fast, in my opinion. At like 100 miles an hour, you normally have good grip. You wouldn't do it in the rain. I mean, the race car drivers who actually have to do 10 miles an hour on any bike. Pedro, you're a bit pathetic. I'd cycle my bike at like 30. But the yo boys at 100 miles an hour will not be good. The yobs? Yeah, the yobs will be idiots no matter what they do. I mean, they're normally driving at 100 miles an hour anyway, so I guess that's why the speed limit is 70 or 75. You're still yeah, that definitely doesn't help, Stu. Not that I have any experience of that. I'm a good boy, I swear. You meant a motorbike, that's scary. I've never been on a motorbike. Like 10 miles an hour on a bicycle, that's... You haven't done 50 on your push bike. The most I can really get up to is about 30 miles an hour. Downhill, because the hill right near me is like that, but there's speed bumps on it, so I get up to decent speed and then I have to start braking for the speed bump. Just so that I don't fly off the bike, because that's where I get a bit paranoid. I still go like fairly quick over the bumps. What's really fun is like 30 or 40 miles an hour in a go-kart. Freeze for anyone else? Oh, don't tell me I'm having issues. I'm seeing it good on my end, Pedro. Because I've got the stream preview running as well. Like I have the actual stream running. Issues. Let me just check XSplit. YouTube Live. Frames dropped. I've dropped 1800 frames. You refresh it. Yeah, try refreshing, Pedro. That might be the entire issue. Because I'm not having issues here. Yeah, it's running fine on my end. Let's just check what Twitch says about my stream config. Ooh, acceptable. Max keyframe interval is currently set at 17.7 seconds. What? Keyframe seconds too. Why is it? Yeah. So Twitch is having issues, I know that. YouTube doesn't seem to be having any. YouTube's not telling me I've had any issues. Twitch is saying that there are some. Keeps cutting in and out. What's going on? The cutting in and out could have been me refreshing Twitch. Because I had to refresh my Twitch stream. Like the actual stream that I could see on Twitch. Is it running well now? Or relatively well? This has gone to hell in a handbasket real quick, hasn't it? Seems fine now. Yeah, it might have just been me refreshing Twitch. Are you having issues too, Lyle? What happened to you yesterday? You just left the stream. Dude, tell me if there's issues. If there's issues, tell me I can try and fix them. What's my good rate like on these? I wish... Stop. To... You... seems fine now. Okay, well, I'll continue on. I'm just gonna run a quick ad on YouTube with, just while I can. And Lyle... Lyle's having minor buffering. That's to be expected. The Twitch stream XSplit is making that weird for some reason. Stu's PC just went for a dump apparently. So So I'm just gonna wait for a few seconds just for YouTube to tell me the ad is finished. I kind of hope it's the Vernon K ad as well. Although if you haven't seen it yet, you probably won't because YouTube's just told me the ad is finished. Just gonna see what's going on here. Oh, there's a video I want to watch after the stream now. So I'm gonna keep going until I'm gonna go for another 20 or so minutes, and finish up about 7 again. Just because 7 is normally the time that I have to go for dinner, so plus my voice is starting to get a bit dry, and it's starting to go because I got my heater on. Just get that off. So I'm gonna finish up in about 20 minutes time. It's 20 to 7 now, and every day starts at 7. Yeah, that's another reason is people seem to really enjoy the soaps. I'm not a big fan, but I don't like overlapping with the soaps because I know that my viewership will fall. Somehow. I just know that it's gonna drop like a stone. Plus 7 is usually time people are eating, so well, a lot of people eat around 7-ish, or are doing something different. Oh, you got home, did your homework and watched my stream. That's cool, Lyle. Tonight on FS15, Stu is going to fiddle with his cows. I think tonight I'm going to log into Skyforge just to get my daily reward on there, and then I'm gonna do some work on Nustin because I want to try and clear out that shed and get that sorted out by Tuesday. Because on Tuesday then I can get moving on to something else. What am I having for dinner? I have no idea, Lyle. I can't smell anything, so I'm guessing it'll be a takeaway. Or something super quick. If it is a takeaway, I'm hoping Chinese or pizza. Because Chinese is always good. Chinese is always good. You might get sheep, Stu. Sheep are a lot easier to take care of. All you gotta do is give them grass. Cannon? What? For food? Oh, no. I don't think I've ever had cannon. Oh, thank you, Retro Future, for jumping in right there. Fairly sure it is a takeaway because I just heard somebody leaving. Which means we may be ending the stream a bit early. Well, we just heard the front door at least. That's... Who could that have been? Yeah, it's either my mother or sister, so somebody's either gone out or just come in. Which means food will be relatively soon. Probably within the next 20 or so minutes, so I'm gonna hope to finish this field off today. If not, so be it. I can do it on Wednesday in the video, which I am aiming to have about half an hour. I hope everybody enjoyed that, by the way. It's the first video in a while that I've intentionally edited. It's the first video I've made in a while. It's also the first one that I decided going into it that I was going to be editing it and cutting bits out. Just to kind of speed things up. Do I use Just Eat? No, we actually have menus for all the takeaways. Well, we got a menu for the Chinese, the other ones we know what we want out of them. And we call them up. We don't use Just Eat because Just Eat is terrible in Ireland. You got it on? Alright, Peter, I'll see you. Have a good night. The rest of your day. I like to think this is somewhat realistic, the way that I'm turning. Although I'm probably dropping the header a bit too soon. I will admit that I'm probably pulling the header down a bit sooner than I should. We did make good progress today in the stream though, because we got pretty much all field 6 harvested. I just did 2 and a bit headlands. On field 6 off, like completely off camera, off stream, that won't happen again. This is going to just be stream and video from now on, so there won't be any progress like AFK or whatever. So I think doing essentially 2 fields today is pretty good progress. Remember in Clonus, get spice and kebab chip and they're filling. I've been in Clonus a good few times before. I have an uncle who used to live up in Coot Hill and Cavan. And his now ex-wife is really, really nice. She owns... I think she owns one of the pharmacies in Clonus. I think that's where she's based. Really nice lady. Really genuinely nice. She's not poor, I can tell you that. She's got money to beat the band, but she's one of these people who has like millions of euros or pounds or whatever currency you want to say. You know, she is a millionaire, but she's the kind of millionaire that you'd like to think you would be, where you're like, oh, I've got all the money I'll ever need. I best keep working because otherwise I'll be very bored. Also, I want to be nice to everybody because, hell, if I need to be hospitalized, they're going to be the ones doing it. Or whatever, you know. She does it. She's just this really selfless person, and I have nothing but respect for her. Plus, she gets on really well. When Ireland changed to Euro, did I find it okay to get used to? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, my joy was, it was, what, 14 years ago? I was 10 when Ireland changed to Euro, so I wasn't mega used to the punt. It was a pretty smooth changeover for me. My parents kind of found it quite hard. To be honest, too, the issues that I had with currency when I was going over and back between Ireland and England, because I literally had to have 2 wallets. You know, I had my sterling wallet, which I used in England, and then when I came home here for Christmas, Easter and the summer, I had a euro wallet. I had 2 bank accounts, I had 2 bank cards, I had 2 sets of currency at all times. Hope you can never change it, you'd be screwed for a while. You'd get used to it surprisingly quickly, Stu, being completely honest. Because, like, we still say 5 or 10 or 20 quid, we still use quid. The only thing that's changed is the actual look of the money. And the older generation, if they're talking about pounds, you know exactly what they're talking about. Then again, I guess I'm kind of looking at my... just the way my brain works, I can get used to new stuff fairly quickly. And... you came back with Northern Irish pounds, yeah, that's... Bank of Ireland notes are not accepted in the majority of the UK, much like Bank of Scotland notes are not accepted in the majority of the UK. Great YouTube bits. Thank you, Wilco J. You live in the middle. I could not imagine living up near the border because I would just get annoyed. Especially like back in 2002, where it's like I can use pounds on both sides, but I can only use the euros on one side, and I don't know what's going on. Like, that changeover period was really, really bizarre, having everything dual priced. I can still remember just everything had 2 prices up, and it was really just weird. Wilco, I'm trying to figure out, why are you watching on Twitch if you watch my YouTube videos? Because I'm live on YouTube now as well. Unless there's issues with the YouTube stream again. My gear stick is a bit... Oh, that was wrong. One of the grips on my gear stick had just slipped a bit. It was starting to slide around my desk, so I had to fix that. What's my setup on Massey? Need ideas. This is... I'll get out here real quick. This is the Massey 5712 from Bullet Bill. This is the from the Massey pack that he released. Was it last week he released this? Pretty stock. I just got the but I haven't edited this. At all. It's just the base, like 5712 from the Bullet Bill pack, and the Marshall QM11 on the back. You use Twitch more. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why I'm trying to rush things. I don't need to rush. There was a blip for 3 seconds. I am actually seeing some blips on YouTube now, yeah. Because I'm noticing there's some lagging going on YouTube. I kind of prefer YouTube streaming because everybody gets transcoding on YouTube and it's fairer on everybody, whereas on Twitch it's like everybody has to deal with whatever frame rate I'm using and whatever setup I'm using on that day. That's why I dual stream. I am planning on transitioning over to Twitch full time in the future. And that transition will come if and when I get Twitch partnership. That's kind of my aim, is I want to be able to have an income of some description from streaming. And currently YouTube is that income, but I would like to transition it over to Twitch because I think Twitch is a bit more reliable for streaming. It's not as... You got payback on a friend. Oh dear. Your dad uses Euro most and your mother uses sterling. Oh god. My dad uses the currency of whatever country he's in. Twitch is dire for you. Yeah. But don't worry, Stu. Don't worry. When I transition over to Twitch full time, I will be recording the streams and uploading them to YouTube in full. Or I might just do highlights, but YouTube isn't going to die out. It's just the stream will be moving over to Twitch. And the focus of the streaming will be Twitch. I know I'm technically breaking a rule here, but I needed to see where the light was going. The focus of the stream will be Twitch, but it won't be like Twitch or bust. Okay, so let's get this thing over here. Let's get this over to the exit. That's all of the barley fields done, which means I can pretty much end the stream after this, and I probably will. So we'll start off, not tomorrow, but on Wednesday's video with moving the harvester. You've had the best week because some of you have a very strong hatred has been off. 6 minutes every day. I know. I'm guessing you're probably appreciating the fact that I'm using the real-time mods too. So you don't actually have to look away from the stream to see what time it is. Assuming you can like make it out, because I know you're running out. I don't want to know what Lyle and Wilco are talking about. That sounds a bit vicious. What? Photoshopped his head. Good lord. Hello Dylan, you've come in at the really bad time. I'm just finishing up for the day. Tomorrow is Friday. 144p because Steam updates. Oh, so you just kind of have this as a podcast. That's something I wouldn't mind doing actually, is like having some form of podcast at some point. Dylan, I'm really sorry. For fun? What? I'm really confused with Twitch chat. YouTube chat I can kind of understand. Twitch chat I'm kind of after getting completely lost. You photoshopped him for fun. Okay, I'm not going to question it at all. I don't want to know. Actually, I don't want to have any knowledge of anything. So let's just for fun use the manual attach mat here. And whoops, shut off the Massey. I think everybody's now confused on Twitch. Lovely. The glass is turned off. Lovely. I think in Wednesday's video, I know that YouTube's lagging quite wonderfully at times, but I think on Wednesday's video I will start the, what crop is it here? Canola harvest. I'll start working on canola. Close the gates because ramblers. I would accept it in world here. I won't be going away for any period. I will still be around the farm. So, you know, the gates can stay open for now. I'll be closing this gate when I bring the tractor and trailer through and the harvester through. That gate will be closing. And what's going on? Twitch chat? I'm confused. I'm thinking that's a somewhat private conversation, so... Because I don't think I'm better than anyone. Except maybe, you know, people who come onto the YouTube stream. That double kappa. Maybe he comes onto the YouTube stream and is like, oh, sub for sub, sub for sub, sub for sub. I'm better than them. Because I don't need desperation. Stu, I wasn't talking about anybody on the YouTube stream. I said the people, because I kind of stopped myself mid-sentence. People who come onto the YouTube stream are like, oh, sub for sub, sub for sub. If you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you. I'm like, no, I'm better than you. I can get subscribers by, you know, actually producing content that people like. And if your content is crap, you're not going to get subscribers. Like election results. I'm better than most politicians, I could probably say that as well. What's the next video? The next video is, well, basically this stream. The only series I'm making actual videos of is Coldborough, which is this map with the storyline. Tomorrow's stream, because I am closing off for today, tomorrow's stream is going to be Project Hell, where I try, note that word try, and drive every car in the game, in Project Cars, around the Nürburgring Nordschleife. I think the first car tomorrow will be the Aston Martin GT12, because I need to cover that, because it's going back up to Aston Martin. Because I want to do it in alphabetical order. Aston Martin GT12 will be first, followed by the Audi R8 V10 Plus. And that is going to be our second car, because hopefully it won't decide to just randomly spin out like it did last week. And then we'll be moving on to, I believe, the big bank of BMWs. And I do have the Emmerdale's on. See you, Stu. I do have the American Race Cars DLC, so all of the Cadillac, the Dara W12 and the Corvette C7, they are all cars that I have now, and will be bringing around the Nürburgring Nordschleife over the coming weeks and months in Project Cars, because I don't want to do this like all in one sitting, because it'll take days, because there is I'm seeing currently 86 cars on my list. However, it's an incomplete list, and I need to finish it off so I get an actual idea of how many cars are in the game. I'll talk to you later, Yui. Did I like the election results? No, Dylan. I knew that we wouldn't get an actual result. That's just the only answer I have. I knew we wouldn't get an actual result. We'll be going back in a few months to vote again. So, whoops, wrong scene. Until tomorrow with Project Cars, or until next week if you only want to watch Coldborough. Stay safe and goodbye.